Hi guys, welcome to the GenZ Podcast with me, Denika, Tamsin, where I sit down and talk with just a bunch of Gen Zs talking about life and everything that's going on in the world. So yeah, I mentioned myself, Denika, Tamsin. I've got a Gen Z guest here with me today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello guys, I'm Ebony. I'm a fashion student at De Montfort University. I'm in my third year of uni. I also do YouTube as a hobby and whatnot. My platform for that is EBSXCO, that's EBSXCO.
Perfect. So I don't want to let's just start. Yeah, let's just start it. So the first topic I definitely wanted to talk about is vaccinations. I've been hearing people talking about vaccinations a lot this week. As the death toll started to rise, a lot more people have become much more open to getting the vaccination. So let's start off. Are you going to be getting that vaccination?
To be honest, I'm going to opt out for that. I don't know about, I'm no good with injections anyways, but my take on it, I'm not with it.
Why is that?
I just feel like how can you really do a vaccine in less than a year for such a strong virus that's going on? I feel like it's like a trial and error kind of thing for me.
I definitely hear that, but what if that could mean that the world will open back up again? Life will just continue as normal soon as everybody gets this vaccine.
It's like, I don't know. It's obviously it's an opinion based kind of thing, but I just feel like I'm not with it. I feel like I'm sticking to the guidelines. I'm staying at home, I'm social distancing. I'm doing my part to, stop it. But that's all I can do, really.
I do hear that, but I definitely want to say that anybody who wants to get the vaccine, get it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. Because I don't want to be telling people don't get the vaccine, and then people I don't know, it might really help people.
That's true. Obviously, it's just hearsay, she say, but
And then I see a lot of fake news on Instagram and stuff. You mentioned the video earlier about the girl who lost her nervous system.
Yeah,
she was shaking.
Yeah.
But where's that come from? She could just be lying.
That's what I'm saying. That's true. That is true.
Just on the other hand, where everything that the government's pushing down our throat, none of that's factual. Either there could be pros and cons on each side. So I'm definitely really comfortable with saying that I don't know. I don't know whether I want to take it. I don't know whether. You know what I mean? But I do know that there's a lot of space for me to want to take it because I love travelling. I'm like a traveller.
Yeah.
So if I get told I can't go on holiday in the summer unless I get the vaccine, I'm so sorry. I'll be there to get my vaccine.
And I definitely do hear that though. I definitely do hear that.
And I do also think a lot of people also talk from ignorance. So when I hear things there's a chip going to be put inside of
gosh.
I'm just we're all walking around with our phones in our hands.
That's the biggest chip ever, isn't it? Really.
Is what I'm saying. We all walk around with our phones in our hands. We all walk around so what makes us think that the government's going to go through this whole pandemic, which is really hurting the economy,
very
just
much
to put chips in us.
Yeah.
So and I think. If I went on Instagram right now and I was yes, I'm pro-vaccine, I'm taking this vaccine, I'll just be told that I'm not woke.
Yeah.
I'll just be told a bunch of stuff. And people kind of make you feel, well, not people, black people. Black people aren't a monolith. I need to remember that. But yeah, people do kind of make you feel if you don't take it, no, if you take it, it's gonna,
it's just negative impacts.
Guinea pig.
That's why you can't really look into social media too much as well. It's just to me, it's like a negative. It has its pros and cons, but right now at this moment, I'm seeing a lot of negative.
Going on. I didn't know that there was actually people who was pro-vaccine. There's so much people who are pro-vaccine. So I feel this is to everybody. Don't just go on the people you follow on Twitter. Don't just go on the people you follow on Instagram. Look at the complete opposite of you, a middle-aged white man. See what he thinks about the vaccine, because you know what? Information's so important.
Exactly. Do your research in it. Just do your research.
And I always say this. When I went to uni, one of the first lessons I was told, even at sixth form, one of the first things I learn is when you get information, look at where the information's from. Is it reliable?
Work with receipts, that's all I work with.
Yeah, is it reliable? How trustworthy is this piece of information? So just because I see a girl shaking on Instagram because apparently she took the vaccine, I'm not going to take that for face value. That's not enough information for me.
That's true, yeah.
And like these things circulating on WhatsApp, I just want to really stress like everybody should just have their own opinion. Don't try to persuade anybody to take it or not to take it, because then if that kills them off, you're going to feel bad.
Yeah, it's one of them ones. Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. Do you have anything else to say about vaccination?
Just in general, the whole pandemic is a new thing to all of us. We've never experienced this in our 20 years of life, us Gen Zs. Yeah. So it's like, just take it day by day. Obviously, I know there's a lot of things going on with, people, depressive states and, stress and whatnot. So I just say in general, just take it day by day. That's all we can do at this point. You know what I mean?
And all of the negatives, I always think I'm living in a history book.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is, obviously you've had like the Black Death, but where social media has been so alive, and a big pandemic like this, none of us have seen it before.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's quite interesting to see all of the different news. And do you know what I always do as well? I look at like the news from 6 months ago and see what people are saying. Like in March, we really thought we were going to be in lockdown for 2 weeks. We really thought that. And I remember thinking, this 2 weeks is good,
Yeah, exactly. Furlough and all that.
I'm still off work. I've got a new job, but I'm still off the job.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm coming up to a year since the past lockdown.
Yeah.
I've never lived life like this. But I do think that we still might have a good summer. I'm not putting that.
I'm hopeful for it. I mean, I have faith in everything like that, so I'm definitely hopeful for it.
Yeah, because if we can get a good summer, I know that Boris won't do no more eat out to help out.
Definitely not. Sure. That was not a mad scheme.
Yeah, but that really did make summer quite fun. We used to go out all the time.
You know what? We did have a few trips out, so I can't lie. Yeah. We did have a few trips out, so yeah.
So summer, don't just write off summer because of Corona. You just kind of have to, like, obviously besides from the unfortunate deaths that may have happened and stuff, you just kind of have to see the positives of it. Like,
of course.
I love being at home, I can't lie. I do enjoy being at home. I hate actually going out, and so the fact that I can kind of enjoy being at home, but if I can't go out for my 21st birthday, that will be a mad thing. That will be a problem. That's another reason why I'd get the vaccine, because if I can't go out for my birthday, what's the point of being 21 if I can't get it?
That's true.
So so moving on to the next topic swiftly.
Okay.
I did want to talk about Miss R Fabulous.
Oh God.
So if people don't know what's happened, she's been accused of quite a serious allegation.
Yeah.
She's went to Dubai with her boyfriend. First of all, if anybody don't know who Miss R Fabulous is, because I can't act like everybody knows who she is.
That's of course, yeah.
Yeah, she's a big social media influencer from London. So she's went to Dubai with her boyfriend with a group of girls, and one of the girls are claiming that she was sexually intimidating her.
Okay.
She was trying to force her to have a threesome with her boyfriend.
Oh gosh.
Now, I don't actually want to get into the topic too much because it is a lot of he say, she say.
Yeah.
But I do want to get to think of, do you think social media is ruining influencers' lives? Like, as much as it's so positive for some influencers, do you think it's a downfall of them as well? All jobs come with kind of some sort of downfall in itself. I feel like since last year as well, I have seen a lot of influencers be able to, I don't know, find success out of, Instagram, Twitter and whatnot, promotions, paid promotions and whatnot. And I mean, it's I don't know, it's like 50-50 in a sense, but with Miss R Fabulous herself, I don't think it's given her any, great hope. I do think that people don't like her as it is. Yeah, I feel like she kind of came out, gave herself a name and a image, and then people have just been negative to her for that. People don't really like her, and because people don't like her, no matter what she does or says, there's always going to be
backlash.
A negative spin. But then you also have people like Nella Rose who people genuinely really love. Aside from the colourist things that she said and the things that she has done which is wrong, people are much more easier sympathetic to her, forgive her. Yeah, definitely. So I do think it's very important how influencers carry themselves, how they act, because you can't be acting reckless on the gram. And that's what she portrayed herself as. Later, oh my gosh, I'm this victim, because sis, you portrayed yourself. You definitely did, as this big bully. So, but I just think it's so evil that people bring her surgery into it. That one there's a whole different next story, because now I'm hearing that she's actually had that surgery for free, but she was claiming that she paid for it and she flew herself out and all this, that and third. So But we all know that influencers influence. I'm fed up with people acting like, oh my gosh, I didn't know she got paid for this flat tummy tea. We all know that she's got paid for it. We all know that the only reason why they're talking about it is because they've got money behind it, which is fine. But that's why I don't take anything these influencers say as face value. Like, because all they're trying to do is sell your product.
That's their job, really.
It is. It's all just a big marketing campaign.
Literally.
That's all they get paid to do. So even though I might really relate to Nella Rose and I really love her, everything she's telling me is for me to buy something.
Yeah. That is true.
So even though I can sit down and appreciate that a girl's pretty, appreciate that she takes nice pictures, but I just can't hear everything she says and be like, oh my gosh, just because she done it, it must be right. And then when it comes to surgery, that's such a life-changing event.
Yeah.
So for you to just do it off because Renee told you to, I feel like you're the bigger fool if you.
Yeah, a lot of girls are clouded like that, though. I have to say, like through social media, I feel as though like a lot of young girls see an image that they want to have. They want to have the, you know, body curves, figures, whatnot, and they always go to surgery. I never see nobody do it the natural way anymore. You know, gym, healthy eating.
And I'm quite a normal girl. I know normal people.
Plain Jane,
yeah. So I have never met somebody with plastic surgery. But if I was going to get plastic surgery, first of all, I would want to see with my own eyes, not pictures, of the surgeon's previous work.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't just go off just like vibes and energy.
Yeah.
No, I need to see an actual face picture, not picture, in person, of somebody's actual body, because then Renee, when you look at her thigh, I feel so bad for her, because you look at Instagram, you're like, where's this big thigh that I'm seeing on YouTube? It's all about angles.
It is, yeah.
So her saying, oh, just go get your body done at Clinic Hub. Even I know about Clinic Hub. I've never went out of my way to look for
no, definitely not.
like surgery stuff. So
yeah.
You really have to just be careful about what you intake. And what I do personally to help me with that, I don't follow influencers. Like, I have 2 Instagrams. I have an Instagram where I do follow a bunch of influencers. If I need some style inspo,
just for inspo style,
hair inspo, nails inspo, I'll go to that page, and I know everything that's there is giving me ideas, and actually, so I know when I look at it, I'm willing to buy something, because I know I'm there trying to sell
smart thinking,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
On my Denika Tamsin page, I don't follow them, because if I follow them, it's just going to be constantly digging into my head that, oh my gosh, I want a body like hers. No, it's okay to just be yourself. Yeah. And I do find that a lot of people our age group, they look at these influencers and they just aim to do everything that they're doing. So they get the apartments now. Everybody wants an apartment.
The amount of people I'm ready to get a mortgage. I'm not waiting for no renting apartments.
The thing is, I don't mind renting an apartment. Like, that might be my next step. But now people think the pinnacle of success now is renting a big apartment in London. I'm so happy that they're doing that. But before I seen them do that, that was never my aim. Like, even though they've got lovely views, I don't like apartments. I want a house.
I want a house. I want a nice big house.
Yeah. But now people are changing all their aims. Like, just because all these influencers are going to Dubai, now everybody wants to go to Dubai.
Dubai's just coming like the high street. It really is coming like the high street.
How long? Because I speak to you about this.
We've been speaking from years.
I've been to Dubai. Yeah. Not several times, let me not. But I've been to Dubai more than once, first of all. But how long have we been talking about how I don't want to go like Ibiza for the next holiday. I've always wanted to go to Dubai or somewhere, you know, Middle East. I want to go somewhere different. Now, if I go to Dubai, it just looks like I'm following the trend.
Literally, and I'm not with it. I'm not with a trend. I'm not a trend looker.
So now you find that young girls, like when you speak to people, their now dream destination is Dubai. Like, Dubai's the
highlight of, you know, the whole world.
Yeah.
That's not me.
It's important to just try and remember who you are.
Yeah.
Because even I sometimes find myself, like, I always make jokes that I say period a lot, but I always find myself really just emulating what these girls do.
Yeah.
And like, I'm very me. I've had a personality before these, like, what
before
I'm
anything,
I've had a personality.
I
will have a personality after. But just because that's all reviewing, that's now some of all these girls' personalities.
Yeah,
like, that's all the content they've got to them.
So
you really just have to be careful with what you're ingesting.
Yeah, literally. And that's the same with like social media, gossip pages as well. Like, the slander that they put out for people's like business and life, it's just That's why I don't personally follow many of them either, because I don't want to hear about the negatives of people's lives. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't lie, I'm a sucker for a good UK gossip TV. I love a good UK gossip TV. I love a good shade borough. And I think, and you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. Where did I get my information from before about UK news? Because the Shade Room and all of that's been out. But these pages are quite new. Where do I get my information about Lani and Tion Wayne before?
Because they was both irrelevant to me before, but now there's some sort of hot topic.
And like, I've even found that, so with the Renee situation, I actually didn't know about it until one of my sisters who don't have Instagram told me about it. And I was like, well, I'm fresh on these pages. Like, I know everything that goes on. But just because the big pages didn't post it, I did not have a clue. That's why I wouldn't expect people who are watching to know about it, because unless I got told about it from somebody who watches random YouTube clips, I wouldn't have known. So it does show that it really just shows you everything to do with news. Like, that's my new news outlet, whereas before let me not lie, I never used to read newspapers, but I would go onto a Young Daily Mail I didn't look at the Sun still. I don't watch the Sun. I did used to go, but now I just look at YouTube, Instagram.
That's it. That's a news file for us.
And I think that's a little bit dangerous as well.
It is, isn't it, really? Because it's news, but it's not news. It's not reality. It's not for us to be. I don't really care for Tion Wayne and Lani. They're not people that I need to be. I need to be more on, BBC News. That's what I'm watching.
Well, to be fair, that's more altered news to like the young black Gen Z.
Oh, okay,
Because like, if I go and watch BBC One now, I won't lie, I don't really care. Like, I do care about politics somewhat, but like, there's only certain sections that I would care about. But with my Instagram, I've tailored my Instagram. Nearly every post I see, I actually care about.
Okay.
And I know it might sound a bit like immature, maybe, that I do care about Tion Wayne and Lani Good. But like, when I see a new post, I'm sending that to my friend. That's going in the group chat. Everybody needs to know this. That is important information for me. So, I do think it is. You need to tailor your Instagram to what you want to see. With
all this algorithm as well, it's really hard to tailor it, because I'm getting like random people's Instagram feeds on pictures on my feed, and I'm just like, what is this? Who is this person?
The algorithm thing really upsets me and my homegirls. I think I just will see like the same meme again and again and again. I'm like, what's going on here? And then I'll click onto like somebody who I forgot that I'm even following. I'm like, you post all the time. And I have never seen this. And just because they want to like mess around, how does Instagram know what I want to see?
Exactly, because they don't.
And then like the other day I was talking about it's really random, so I don't think I should bring it up. But on Instagram, the thing that I was talking about, it came up.
That's actually, is that because of the cookies? I think it's because of the cookies or something.
I need to start actually reading these terms and conditions.
So do I, because literally I was looking at Invisaligns the other day, and then I saw some sort of dental practice that I was doing them. And I was like, how do you get from my Safari page to my Instagram feed?
I don't have a clue. Like, I was looking up, there's one song, it's a big song called Driver's License.
I've heard of that song from TikTok.
Like, people songs, on TikTok. And I actually thought it was quite catchy, so I was Googling it. And then the next thing I know, all I see is like bare covers, like mixes into like, and then like, I'm like, but I didn't go out of my way to want to see this. But that's across all of my social medias. So really try and edit your social medias to what you want to see. But Instagram really does control most of it. You can't sit down and lie. The last topic I do want to talk about, because I feel quite passionately about this topic.
Let's bring it on.
Doing uni from home. How are you finding that? Because I'm a uni student, you're a uni student.
Yes.
We do two very different courses, So my course is more like based around like writing, editing, and it's just boring from home. I can't lie. Last year I really enjoyed my course. This year I've been questioning it, and I think it's just because I'm working from home. Yeah,
literally, because I mean I'm a fashion textiles design student, so a lot of my work is practical. Like, we have to sample stuff, we have to pattern cut, sew, knit, print, and I haven't got the facilities at home to do that. So me being in my third year, a couple months till I graduate, I'm panicking for what to do. I'm yet to create a garment. I'm yet to do my portfolio, and I mean, bless my teachers and my tutors and stuff, because they are trying their best, but there's only so much design student can do from home without the facilities. Do you know what I mean? And I'm paying 9k for what, please? To sit in my house on a computer?
I'm paying 9k to do FaceTime and YouTube tutorials.
It's not it.
Like, I am very like empathetic. Is that a word?
Empathetic. Yeah,
empathetic. I can put myself in other people's shoes.
Oh yeah.
So I do get that it's difficult for them, but it's just so hard for me to continue my concentration when I know that they're putting in the bare minimum as well. So yeah, I just haven't really been here for it. And like, I do actually like online lectures. I can't lie. I do like being able to just roll out of bed, grab a green tea and watch it and not worry about my hair, anything. That's it.
That's a pro.
Before, when I was at uni, even though I lived so close next to my uni, it was effort having to walk across. So doing it from home, that's great. But then when it comes to actually completing assignments, I feel like I'm just doing all of the boring parts of uni. There's no fun parts.
There's no fun no more. Yeah.
Like before, like I used to have like somewhat friends now. I used to have friends. I used to like go out to eat. Like, it was really like the whole uni lifestyle, the clubbing,
it was
just
fun.
Living uni, the all-nighters at the library. That used to make it just a little bit better. But now that I don't have that, all I'm getting told is deadlines, exams, deadlines.
It's hitting your full speed, man. Full speed.
There's no fun aspects of uni. So would you? Wow, you're like your final year now.
Yeah, so final year.
Would you have considered deferring?
I would have actually.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that I feel like I prefer just to wrap it up now, just to be done with it, because we don't know what next year's gonna hold. We're still, in a pandemic. We're still going through stuff nearly a year later. Sorry. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know if I deferred it, would it make a difference?
I feel like I can't give my best self at this point because I really don't care enough. I actually sometimes forget that I'm a uni student.
Oh, man.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Like, so when we were off for December, I had a few I had a lot of assignments due in Jan.
Yeah.
So I had it in my head like, I know that I have to do this. But like, I did just forget that I was a uni student. Days will go by where I'm not doing uni, but then when I was actually living in Nottingham and my whole room was around, every day I'm on my laptop doing some form of work. Yeah. Now it's kind of like, oh, rah, I go uni. Like, it's like now a second-hand thing, and it's really hard for them to kind of keep us motivated, because as much as well-being checks they can do, I know that a lot of people aren't coping.
Yeah, they're not in our minds, to be honest.
Yeah.
To know what we're actually going through. Well, to be honest. And I feel like because I haven't been home in the past 3 years, I've lived away from home, just being in the home environment, I'm getting used to it as a 21-year-old, I'm basically an adult now. Before, when I left home, I was a teenager. So now I'm thinking to myself, this is a whole different situation. And I feel like I've kind of like lost my independence in a way as well, being in fact back at my parents' home. So that's kind of like hindered me as well. And then just not being in Leicester, not being able to, do my own thing I feel like, I don't know, I feel very confined right at the moment.
Yeah. Because you have to kind of, I don't know, but you kind of have to go through, not your parents, because we're big people now.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to address it with your family members, like, look, I'm going out.
Yeah, staying definitely.
Safe. Like, I'm not going to bring corona in yet. Like,
yeah, definitely, cool. Definitely. That's all me.
It is really difficult. But I do think it's going to be hard to integrate back into society after this.
I can't socialise anymore. I find it so hard to even talk to somebody at a shop or something, or, in fear of, catching something, or just
even little things. Like, I was at Aldi with my sister the other day, and a lady's handed me the basket. It's so simple. She handed me a basket. I was like, with your raw hand, you just handed me this basket. I don't know what germs you've got going on over there. But I was thinking about it for ages. Like, she's really just handed me her basket. She ain't got gloves on, nothing. And I feel like that's how I'm gonna be now. And because I'm not socialising as much. At uni, I used to socialise at uni. I didn't go to ACS, I won't lie. But I used to have friends. Socialise people your age, people who's going. Now, even though I am very I still keep in contact with my friends, I really have lost the knack of socialising. And then another fear of mine is that I'll see people who I haven't seen since March, and they're like, oh my gosh, Denika, you look so different. But so much has changed.
It's true.
So much has changed. So I'm always like, it's going to be different just going back to life.
Definitely. I feel like even when I went back in October, it was like our timetable was obviously cut short. So us third years were only in 2 days a week for like space of like 2 to 3 hours, and we had to social distance. So even meeting up with the girls, it was so hard. Like we couldn't talk about our work together because in fear of, just the distance and whatnot. So it was very, I feel like, because obviously my course is very an intimate course, it was only like 15 of us. It's like, I feel like we just lost that. We just lost it all. So I'm just like, oh, it's so sad.
It is. And like, you don't know what other people have been through during COVID.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know whether you've lost any loved ones so I don't want to come and be like, oh, I'm not wearing a mask or anything.
Yeah, just in this.
And then I'm making you feel uncomfortable because COVID's really introduced a lot of new traumas. Like, definitely. A lot of people's been through so much during this time. So I might meet my friend who I haven't seen in 6 months and she might be a different person. Yeah. Because her life's changed completely. Like,
that's so true.
You really, like, there's just a lot of, like, and how are they going to do it as well? Is it just going to be like, okay, Boris opens the world back up, we're back to uni?
This man, I don't know what he's doing to us at the moment. It's just a bit much, to be honest. I don't even know how I would go about if I was Prime Minister, if I'm honest with you. You got to put your feet in his shoes.
That's why I've got so much sympathy. Not sympathy, but I understand politicians, because at the end of the day, they have to make a plan. Yeah. Not everybody's going to agree with the plan. Like, I've heard people say, just lock us down for 6 months and then make the world come back normal. Then other people are saying, no, just leave it. It will die out. I've heard so much different opinions. No matter what the government do, they're never going to get it right. Yeah, exactly. So even though I do feel a bit of a way that it's always like it's one message, then another one, I do kind of have to understand that what are they meant to say? If they tell us to come out, everybody's going to be vexed, like, but there's still a virus outside. Yeah. If they tell us to stay indoors, yeah, but my summer 21. Yeah. Like, people are always going to be angry about something. So when it comes to like the government, I just listen to their rules. I abide it. Yeah. I don't really have any. Obviously, I'm not a conservative, but I don't really have any hate with how they're handling it, because I don't know what I would do. So like, I know they're trained for this. I do want to highlight that. Yeah. They know this. This is their life. So they should do a better job than a random 20-year-old. But what can they do?
What can they do? Like, it's a trial and error situation for us. Exactly. Like, what can we do? Try to give
us a vaccine. People don't want that. Try to stay indoors. People don't want that. Indoors. There was a party of 400 people.
Oh yeah, over there in London, isn't it?
People clearly don't listen. Like,
it's just getting a bit disrespectful now, to be honest. I feel like people just need to understand that there's a new strain as well. Like, it's not just COVID-19, it's a whole different strain that's going on, that's killing people, that's very deadly.
Exactly. And I do want to highlight, because I actually feel very passionate about this, just because you haven't had a loved one taken away from you doesn't mean that don't discredit anybody. Happening. Yeah, exactly. Every person who'd have said, so even though 1,000 doesn't sound like a lot in hindsight, that's every one of those people is somebody's loved one. Exactly. It's affected somebody's life drastically. And it's not even that it's killing people who are old now, it's killing people just unexpectedly. Yeah. You don't know who it's going to take.
Exactly.
So I think it's quite ignorant that people are talking about, oh, well, it's fake. I haven't seen nobody drop down in front of me. If it was as serious as the government's saying, no, it is very serious. Like, there's a whole reason why the government's risking our economy. But I wasn't even meant to bring this up, but I do want to bring it up. Oh. Did you see Paige Keikie's tweets?
I did.
I'll put up a picture if I can.
Yeah, because she's in Dubai now, isn't she?
Yeah, so Paige Keikie, ever since this pandemic, she hasn't been following her rules at all. No. So she's been going out, but she's saying that she eats healthy and she exercises. Yeah. So no corona can come kill her off. Now, the ignorance in that is disgusting. It's disgusting. What's your thoughts?
I agree with you as well. I feel like, because I do have her on Snapchat, and I feel like she's just everywhere. Like, she's never actually in her house. Yeah. And it's just like, I know Dubai's open, and I know people are saying, I don't know if it's true or whatever, but I've heard on the news that Dubai's closing their borders now and nobody in the UK can come or whatever. But then the next images I'm seeing is Paige Keikie's on Snapchat living life, vodka shots and all sorts. And I just feel like, come on, man.
I have to say, I am a bit informed about what the border situation is, because I'll be looking at the news and it looks like I can't go nowhere. Yeah, but then that's how I'm seeing everybody living their absolute best life. Yeah, exactly. Everywhere but England.
Yeah.
But if I could just fly out to like Maldives tomorrow, best believe that I would. I don't care. Like, I don't want to be a hypocrite in the sense of like, just because I don't have the means to, so I can't. But and also I'm at uni. But, that's the only reason why I'm not flying out, not because of the pandemic. So I have to be truthful in that sense. But just live in it. Just be like, I want to fly out because I don't want to be in lockdown in the UK.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay safe. Leave me be. I'm getting tested at every possible chance.
Yeah, that's why it is testing.
Because I can't hate on another girl's happiness. Like she's
exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's not the fact that she's in Dubai. It's the fact that now she thinks she's invincible. Oh, Corona can't kill me
because I'm eating vegetables.
Yeah, I eat my vegetables. Like, what kind of nonsense is that?
Yeah, come on now.
And the thing is, when she gets Corona, it's going to be so stink. Everybody's going to be like, oh, you had all that talk. Because you know what? I know. Before, it would be like, oh yeah, do you know Mr. Grayson's cousin's nephew? He's got Corona. And I used to be like, oh, that's... Now, if I look around the people around me, near enough, everybody's had it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If they haven't had it in the past, or somebody's been in the vicinity, like, I mean, living with somebody who's had it.
Yeah.
And so now it's so real to me that it can catch any one of us. Okay, so that's all of our topics out of the way. I do just kind of want to now just sit down and talk with you, Ebony.
Okay.
So I created GenZ Podcast because I've always wanted to do podcasts. I've always listened to podcasts. Like, I'm a podcast
You definitely
listener.
are.
But when I was like 15, I didn't have music in my ears. It would be podcasts. So I only now have really built up the confidence to be like, do you know what? Everybody deserves to see this personality.
Amen.
So, what's your attitude about just being now having the confidence to put your own work out there? Because so much people want to do stuff and the wait so long to find the right moment to do it, and then they miss the golden moment.
That's true. One thing I can say about the pandemic itself is that it's brought out so much self-employed people, businesses. I've had friends that have created nail businesses, eyelash businesses, just for doing the one course. And they've blown, like they've had skincare businesses and whatnot. So I feel like from some social media, I've been inspired myself to even, because I'm a shy guy. I'm not I'm not out there like that. So for me to have my own platform and make a YouTube account and, get love from it, get likes, get retweets and subscribers and whatnot, it's like a blessing. And I'm happy that I was able to build the courage up and do it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. This is the best time to do stuff like that. Build your hobby, build your craft up. Best time to do it.
It's the absolute best time, and you just kind of have to find your strengths in life.
Yeah,
I've always been a talker. Always.
I know.
I'm a proper talker. I like conversation, and that's something I enjoy. So behind the scenes, while we were on Corona, I would go into my sister's room and just chat with her for 45 minutes about Corona.
Yeah,
I can chat and I feel like now, before it was always like, what would people think? Why do people? But I do want to stress, it doesn't matter what people think. Yeah, because you just need to do what you enjoy. No matter what you want the outcome to be, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And I want to just be able to look back and say, you know what, 6 months ago, this was happening and this is what I wanted to talk about and this was a hot topic in my life.
Yeah.
So it's more just to get people to just be able to talk freely without feeling like, oh my gosh, cringe. It's not cringe, because that's what you want to
That's true. That is very much true.
So, yeah, I've got a blog page. If you don't know, it's www.Denika Tamsin. I post regular blogs just about things I'm interested in, and I kind of just say it in writing form, because another thing that held me back from the podcast is I struggle to get my thoughts out in a couple of sentences.
Okay.
So when I write, I've always been a good writer. So when I write, I can get whatever I want out and keep it under a certain amount of characters.
Yeah.
But when I talk, I often don't find that I can't get to my point properly because I can't get the words out.
Yeah. No,
so hopefully this podcast allows me to kind of just improve my public speaking, how to speak, because so that's why I did start off with a blog, because I did want to give my opinions out without just talking a bunch of
words.
That's not a word. With talking a bunch of waffle around it, I can just do it in my main thing. And what I also find with writing, you can just have your key points.
Yeah.
And just
pop it down. Yeah.
Pop it out. So said all that to say, go check out my blog page. yeah, and I've got a lot of stuff coming this year, so I hope you enjoyed this show. On the YouTube, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. We're going to be on Spotify, Spotify, YouTube, podcasts, SoundCloud, all of the where you can listen to podcasts will be there. So, yeah, do you have any last words to say, Ebony?
It's been a pleasure, Denika. I appreciate you bringing me on your show.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to sit in Ebony's seat, let me know. Drop me a DM at Denika Tamsin on Instagram and Denika Tamsin on Twitter. So just message me. And if you have anything interesting to say, I would love to sit down and talk to you. So, yeah, everybody have a lovely Monday. Bye.
Bye.